is a fresh shock, potentially reshaping industries and intensifying global AI competition. He stressed the need for swift government action to protect key sectors like semiconductors, batteries, and steel. In response, the government will launch a 34 trillion won fund through the Korea Development Bank to support AI and semiconductor advancements. In local news, the Busan Metropolitan City Office of Education will pilot cooking robots in 5 school cafeterias to assist staff, improve working conditions, and enhance safety. With a 1 billion Korean won investment, the robots will handle large-scale frying and stir-frying, reducing staff exposure to high temperatures and repetitive tasks. Electric automatic stirring pots and food service equipment will also be expanded. The school meal budget will increase by 8%, supporting eco-friendly food, allergy-friendly menus, new recipe development, and initiatives like Vegetable and Fruit Day to promote healthy eating. The Busan Chamber of Commerce and Industry, BCCI, has launched a National Assembly petition urging the relocation of Korea Development Bank, KDB, headquarters to Busan. Despite KDB's designation for relocation in May 2023, the amendment remains stalled in Parliament. To revive efforts, BCCI Chairman Yang Jae-seng, Busan Mayor Park Kyung-jun, and other key figures held a petition launch today. The petition needs 50,000 signatures in 30 days to reach a parliamentary committee. Attendees signed on-site to accelerate progress. In international news, the U.S. Postal Service, USPS, says it has stopped accepting parcels from mainland China and Hong Kong until further notice. According to a statement on the company's website, letters will not be affected by the suspension. USPS did not offer a reason for the decision, but it comes after U.S. President Donald Trump imposed an additional 10% tariff on all goods imported to the U.S. from China. Trump's executive order also eliminated an exemption that allowed goods worth $800 or less to enter the U.S. without having to pay duties or certain taxes. Now taking a look at the weather. Currently, Busan is partly cloudy at 2 degrees Celsius, with a dry weather advisory in effect for western, central, and eastern areas. The advisory is issued when humidity stays below 35% for over 2 days, raising wildfire risks. Caution is advised. The temperature will average around -4 degrees this evening. And that wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BEFM 부산 영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산 영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with Nick Greenwood. BEFM 부산 영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4. Imagine standing in the freezing Antarctic winds, where it's so cold your eyelashes could freeze. Now picture a huge group of penguins packed tightly together, shuffling around like a big feathery crowd. But this isn't just for fun, it's how they survive. Here's one of the chilly outside slowly move toward the warm center, while those in the middle take turns at braving the cold. It's like the ultimate group hug. Warm, fluffy, and full of waddling teamwork. Hello there everybody, my name is Nick, and welcome to For Your Busan. Tonight our first song is going to be Happy by Day 6.
마냥 좋은 그런 날이야 내일 걱정 하나 없이 웃게 되는 그런 날이야 뭔가 하나씩은 걸리는 게 생기죠 과연 행복할 수 있을까요 그런 날이 있을까요 꿈을 찾게 되는 날이요 너무 깊어 하늘 보고 소리를 지르는 날이요 뭐 이대로 계속해서 버티고 있으면 언젠가 그런 날이 올까요 내야 be happy 매일 웃고 싶어요 걱정 없고 싶어요 아무나 정답을 알려주세요 So help me 주저앉고 있어요 눈물 날 것 같아요 그러니까 제발 제발 제발요 Tell me it's okay to be happy 알고리즘엔 잘된 사람만 수도 없이 뜨네요 뭐 이대로 계속해서 살아만 있으면 언젠가 저런 날이 올까요 내야 be happy 매일 웃고 싶어요 걱정 없고 싶어요 아무나 정답을 알려주세요 So help me 주저앉고 있어요 눈물 날 것 같아요 그러니까 tell me it's okay to be happy 그냥 쉽게 쉽게 살고 싶은데 내 하루하루 왜 이리 놀라울 정도로 어려운 건데 May I be happy 매일 웃고 싶어요 걱정 없고 싶어요 아무나 정답을 알려주세요 So help me 주저앉고 있어요 눈물 날 것 같아요 그러니까 제발 제발 제발요 Tell me it's okay to be happy
And that was Happy by Day 6, welcoming you to Wednesday's edition of For Your Busan. How are you doing, everybody? Happy Hump Day, and I hope you're having a wonderful day, despite the freezing cold weather outside. So I hope you're doing well. Now, Busan, a city famous for its mild weather, even in winter, is showing a completely different side these days. Monday marked 입춘, the beginning of spring, but shockingly, just a day later, an intense cold wave hit the city, so cold that even parts of the sea froze. Strong winds, of course, made it feel even colder, giving Busan a rare taste of harsh winter conditions. You know, I thought we were relatively safe from it when I heard our neighbours up in Seoul and different areas of Korea were getting the freezing weather. I thought we were safe here in Busan, but evidently not. Now, I have to ask, do you have your own special way of beating cold in the freezing weather? Yesterday we talked about the must-have winter survival items, 이 must-have 방한템에 대해서 좀 얘기해봤는데요. And everyone had different approaches, which is really interesting. Some preferred layering thin clothes, while others relied on hats, gloves, and, 내복, the inner warmth thermal clothing, which is really essential, at least I think. Now, meanwhile, the city of Busan, the government of the city, has stepped up to minimize the impact of the cold snap. Warming shelters have been designated, and officials are inspecting outdoor advertisements and structures to prevent wind-related damage. Since temperatures drop significantly at night, the city is also encouraging safety assistants to check in daily with vulnerable residents to ensure their well-being, which I think is absolutely essential, and it's great that that's being done. This cold spell is expected to continue through the weekend, so please everybody stay warm, stay safe, and make sure to use your own smart ways to get through the chilly days ahead. Well, everyone, it's great to be with you today. Got some love coming in on YouTube Live. We have Pornim coming in early. Good to see you this early, Pornim. Cake Like Tunim as well. Just coming in saying kuku. I'll take that as a hello. Hello to you, Cake Like Tunim. Benny Nim as well saying, hi, Nick and all. Happy hump day. It is a happy hump day. I'm a little bit cramped right now. As if you're looking on YouTube Live, you can probably see that right now. But it's okay. It's okay. Sangmin Park Nim, welcome to the show. Great to have you here, buddy. Busan Ajinim as well. This is very early for you, Busan Ajinim. Wonderful to have you here. Juliet Nim as well, saying, hello, everybody. I can see the amazing opening image. Yeah, if you saw that picture, that's a collection of lots of old pictures of me and all of the guests that we have. There you go, it's on screen right now. We need something a little bit more creative so that it kind of covers the space in this tiny room. I'm glad you like it, though. Our producer worked really hard on it. We also have 황 작가님 saying 활기찬 곡으로 시작이네요. Yes, that's how we like to do it. Welcome to the show, 황 작가님. Fantastic to have you. Summonim as well coming in saying 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요 to you. Summonim, good to have you here as always. And anyone else coming in right now, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm going to tell you our text topic, which is, as always, is chosen by you. 네, 오늘도 for your 부산의 토픽은 여러분이 하고 싶은 이야기로 정해집니다. 여러분이 이야기하고 싶은 토픽을 보내주시면 됩니다. You can join the conversation in Korean and English. Send a text to pound 9050, 샵 9050 to cost you 101. A Kakao Talk message, just message us, search for us on the 친구 추가 part of the app, or even better, like I always say, hop on over to YouTube. And you can find us there. You can see me in this tiny studio. It's very cozy, by the way. I quite like it. You know, that kind of cozy room that you have in your house? That's a little bit what it feels like. But anyway, come on over, say hi. You can also talk with all of the mates in the live chatting area. And I'm going to tell you what's coming up in today's show. In the first half, of course, we have Busan Is, where we bring you the latest updates and insights in the Busan news with our 6 p.m. news anchor, Hong Jung-hwa. After that, we have Latina Maria, time to share my thoughts about everything in the world. It's also a moment to reflect on how these things were back in my day. And then Work Life Busan will follow that, sharing all advice from expert Jennifer, helping us to achieve the perfect work-life balance in the city of Busan. In the second half, it doesn't stop. We have My Life, My English. The journey of My Life, My English is told by the people of the city. And then, everyone's favorite, it's Subi-Dubi time, it's Busan Quiz Master. Today is the Pusatchu part, right? And there's a big prize on the line. Today's pizza, a pizza coupon, so there's a lot to get involved for. And then to finalize the show, of course, Melissa will be here for Busan Chingu Talk. A Busan local and an American. She shares interesting and amusing anecdotes about how expats perceive life in the city. So, everyone, welcome to the show. There's a lot to get involved in today. We've got some more messages coming in. Dana Emnim saying, hi, why does Nick look super close up to the camera today? Is it just me? No, it's not just you. It is the camera. 저는 오늘 탕비실에서 생방송하고 있습니다. I'm kidding. There's a coffee machine over there. There's the, 분리수거 is right over there. I'm kidding. This is a different studio. It's a smaller studio, but it's a nice studio. Welcome, Donna Emnim. Great to have you here. Michael Kimnim saying, 생소한 앵글, 익숙한 방송. Nick, 이 앵글도 멋진데요. 아이고, 감사합니다. I can always trust on Michael Kimnim to make me feel better. Yeah. And then also saying, 닝든 면도하시니 이 전교 1등 같으세요. I've never heard that in my life because I've never been 전교 1등. I've always been like middle of the table. So thanks for that. That's quite nice. That's quite nice. Dana Emnim, no, I'm not snacking right now. Maybe I'll have a snack later. I'll just go have my mixed coffee once the song break comes on. Just over there. I'm joking. This isn't really the tea room. What's a 탕비실 like? Tea room. It's not the tea room. But thank you for messaging in anyway. All right, coming up next is Busan Is, so don't go anywhere.
connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
It is now time to get the latest deets on what's going on around the city of Busan. And for that, we have BFM's very own announcer, news announcer in the studio. It's 홍정화. 안녕하십니까?
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다.
We can shake hands. 그죠?
이렇게 가까이 방송하는 건 처음이라서.
그죠? 제가 이 홍당당님을 이렇게 가까이 본 적이 없어요.
네.
So we kind of... You know, there's this
일정한 거리.
개인 공간이라는 개념이 있잖아요. 좀 많이
네.
넘었습니다.
정겹습니다.
근데 어쩔 수 없어요.
네.
So we're going to do it regardless. Michael Kim님 saying, 홍당 충전님 안녕하세요.
당 충전. 좋네요.
So
안녕하세요.
it's only for today, by the way. It's only for today. So how are you? Are you okay?
네.
잘 지내고 계신가요?
날씨 추운데 이렇게 뭔가 이렇게 가족끼리 오손도손 모여 있는 느낌이니까 좋네요.
그런 느낌이네요.
네.
Yeah.
추운데 오늘도 걸어오셨나요?
아니요. 차 타고 왔어요.
그렇군요.
Yeah, it was too cold to walk for now. So we're going to start off with some news.
네. 부산시가 전기 자동차를 구매하는 출산 가정에 최대 150만 원을 지원합니다. 지난해 1월 이후 아이를 출산한 가정이 승용 전기 자동차를 구매하는 가정에 주는 전국 최초의 지원금입니다. 첫째를 출산한 가정에는 100만 원, 또 둘째 이상을 출산한 가정에는 150만 원을 지원하게 되는데요. 부산시는 이와 함께 전기 자동차 구매 보조금도 지원합니다. 올해 상반기 지원 대상은 전기 자동차 5,100여 대입니다. 부산시는 지난해 시행한 지역 할인제를 확대 시행할 예정인데요. 지난해 부산 시민 1,060여 명 정도가 이 제도로 13억 8천만 원 정도의 할인 혜택을 받았는데 올해는 지역 할인제 지원 차량을 2,000대로 확대할 계획입니다. 또 부산시는 생계형 전기 자동차 지원도 강화합니다. 또 차상위 이하 계층과 생애 최초 전기 승용차 구매자도 국비 지원액 20%를 추가 지원하기로 했습니다.
Busan City will provide up to 1.5 million won to families with newborns who buy an EV, the first program of its kind in Korea. Families with their first child get 1 million won, while those with 2 or more children receive 1.5 million won. The city also offers EV purchase subsidies. The regional discount program is expanding. Last year, 1,066 residents saved a total of 1.38 billion won. This year, 2,000 vehicles will be covered. Support for low-income households and small business owners is also increasing. Electric taxi drivers get 2.5 million won in national subsidies, and small business owners buying electric trucks get an extra 30%. Delivery drivers and farmers receive an additional 10%, and low-income households and first-time EV buyers get 20% more.
네, 부산시가 어제 시청에서 관계기관과 함께 외국인 유학생 유치 방안을 논의했습니다. 부산지방 중소벤처기업청은 중소기업 외국 전문 인력 활용 지원 사업 계획을, 또 부산연구원에서는 광역 비자 사업을 각각 설명했는데요. 부산시는 지역대학이 지역기업과 연계해서 인재를 양성하고 또 장기적으로는 유학생 유치 국가를 다원화해서 고급 인재까지 유치한다는 계획입니다.
On the 5th, Busan City announced that it held a meeting with related agencies on the 4th to discuss strategies for attracting international students. The meeting took place at the 26th floor conference room of City Hall. During the meeting, the Busan Regional Small and Medium Venture Business Administration presented its plans to support small and medium-sized enterprises, known as SMEs, in utilizing foreign talent, while the Busan Research Institute introduced a metropolitan visa project. Busan City aims to foster talent by linking local universities with regional businesses. In the long term, it plans to diversify the countries from which it attracts international students with the goal of bringing in highly skilled individuals.
네, 부산시가 오늘 광명사 목주 목조 열의 좌상을 부산시 유형문화유산으로 고시했습니다. 광명사 목조 열의 좌상은 광명사의 전신인 관음사에 봉함됐던 상으로 보존 상태가 양호합니다. 17세기 후반 제작한 불상으로 추정되고요. 조선 후기 조각승 계파의 양식적 특징을 살펴볼 수 있습니다. 높이는 52cm의 작은 불상인데요. 고개를 약간 앞으로 숙인 이 결자 부좌의 자세에 양손을 다리 위에 살짝 든 아미타인을 형상화했습니다. 이 불상의 경우에는 부산과 경상도 지역에 보존된 사례가 드물기 때문에 조선 후기 불상 조각승의 계파 연구 자료로서 가치가 높은 것으로 평가받고 있습니다.
On the 5th, Busan City officially designated the wooden-seated Buddha statue of Gwangmyeongsa Temple as a tangible cultural heritage of the city. The wooden-seated Buddha statue of Gwangmyeongsa Temple was originally enshrined at Gwanumsa Temple, the predecessor of Gwangmyeongsa Temple, and is in good preservation condition. The statue is believed to have been created in the late 17th century and showcases the stylistic characteristics of the late Joseon Dynasty Buddhist sculpture schools. Standing at 52 centimeters tall, the small statue depicts Amitabha Buddha in a seated meditation posture, with its head slightly tilted forwards and hands gently resting on its legs. Busan City explained that the statue holds significant value as a research material for studying the lineage of Buddhist sculptors in the late Joseon Dynasty, as few such examples are preserved in the Busan and Gyeongsang province regions.
네, 부산시와 부산디자인진흥원은 오늘부터 28일까지 2025년도 부산 도시 브랜드 파트너스 기업을 모집합니다. 시 도시 브랜드를 활용한 펜 상품, 굿즈를 제작하거나 전문 분야 특화 콘텐츠를 개발 또 협찬하는 역할을 맡게 되는데요. 개발되는 펜 상품과 콘텐츠는 부산 브랜드숍과 공공기관 매장 등에서 판매되고 시 대표 기념품으로 활용됩니다.
Busan City and the Busan Design Promotion Agency are accepting applications for the 2025 Busan City Brand Partners Program from the 5th to the 28th. The Busan City Brand Partners Program involves companies that create fan merchandise using the city's brand or develop and sponsor specialized content in various fields. The produced merchandise and content will be sold at Busan brand shops and public institution stores, as well as being used as official city souvenirs.
네. 자, 부산 소식은 여기까지 전해드리고요.
Yeah, we got some messages coming in. We have Jenny Nim, welcome to the show. Good to see you, Jenny Nim. Michael Kim Nim also saying 80년대 방송 같아요.
복복복입니다.
I've never seen 80s.
네, 레트로,
약간
레트로.
팟캐스트 약간 그런
그래요.
느낌이 나는데요.
약간
좀.
개인 방송 같기도 하고.
그죠, 좀 자연스럽게.
방송에 놀러 온 것 같은 느낌.
그렇죠. I kind of like it. It's kind of cool. We also had saying worrying our knees will be touching.
네.
He said, 와, 근데 게스트님이랑 무릎 닿으시는 거 아닙니까?
안 닿고 있습니다.
네.
다리가 좀 짧아가지고.
There we go. Anyway, it is time to move on to our next segment, which is 5초 속담.
네. 점점 시간이 늘어나는 것 같아요.
그죠.
피디님이 어제 같은 경우에는 거의 2분 정도
아니 왜냐면 홍당당님이 난이도를 매일매일 계속 높여가지고 시간이 더 필요한 것 같아요.
오늘은 좀 섞었습니다.
Okay, alright, there's a mix.
자, 네,
Alright.
릭 속담 천재의 속담 시간입니다. 자, 뒷부분 완성해 주세요. 이건 좀 쉬울까요? 첫 번째 속담입니다. 도토리
아, 도토리 막걸리랑 먹어야 된다.
도토리.
이건 압니다. 이건 알아요.
알아요.
도토리 기재기죠. 그죠? 맞아.
역시.
역시.
도토리
역시. Like, you know, it's the same size, 같은 사이즈인데 굳이 왜 뭐 측정하나요?
도토리는 키가 작잖아요.
예.
크기가 고만고만한 도토리들이 막 서로 키를 재봤자.
Yeah.
거기서 거긴데.
It's apples and apples,
네.
oranges and oranges, same thing. There's no point measuring it.
네, 별 차이가 없는 상황인데도 서로 비슷비슷한 사람끼리 서로 다툰다거나 또 비슷비슷한데도 막 견주어 보겠다고 막 애쓰고 막 이렇게 할 때 야, 도토리 키재기지.
You're the same. No difference. Don't bother.
초등학생들이 뭐 한 3, 4학년 정도 요만큼 차인데
Yeah.
서로 크다고 하고 막 이런
Right. 나는
도토리
형인데.
기재기잖아.
Yeah.
얘기하죠. 야,
All right. Easy.
네, 아쉬웠죠?
제가 제대로 안 맞춘 지 좀 오래된 것 같아요. 진짜
축하드립니다.
오랜만이네요. All right, let's move on to number 2.
네, 두 번째 속담입니다. 냉수 먹고
냉수 먹고 냉수 냉수 cold water 냉수 빙수
찬물
냉수
먹고
오케이.
네, 찬물 먹고 냉수 먹고
냉수 먹고 원래 냉수 마시지 않아요?
네, 냉수 마시고
냉수 마시고
냉수 먹고 네.
그럼 온수도 같이 먹어야죠. 그럼 미지근한 물로 만들어가지고.
미지근하게 먹는다. 냉수 먹고 물을 마시고 나서 어떤 행동을 하는 거예요. 괜히 냉수 먹고
되게 시원하죠.
다 한다. 정답은 냉수 먹고 이쑤신다.
너무 차가워서. 아닌가요?
냉수를 이 사람은 먹었는데
네.
마치 내가 좋은 음식을 먹은 양. 예를 들면 옛날에는 고기가 좀 귀했으니까
이쑤신.
네, 이쑤신다.
오케이.
고기를 먹은 양. 냉수 먹고는 이를 쑤시는 거죠.
오케이.
뭔가 실속은 없으면서 무엇이 좀 내가 좀 먹은 채 한다.
I get
무엇이 좀
it.
있어 보이는 듯이 괜히 냉수 먹고 이쑤신다 이런 느낌.
You've just drunk water. You don't need to pick your teeth, right? I get it. Don Emson said 냉면도 먹고. 냉면도 좋습니다. In this cold weather,
네.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
냉수 먹고 이쑤신다. 네.
All right, let's move on to number 3. 3번으로 넘어가겠습니다.
네. 날씨와 관련된 속담이기도 한데요. 지금 2월이잖아요.
Yes.
속담에 이런 속담이 있습니다. 2월 바람에
얼어 죽는다.
오,
맞아요?
비슷해요.
비슷해요. 항상 오 하면서 막 비슷해요.
근데 사람 말고 다른 걸로 갑시다. 2월 바람에 이것이 어떻게 된다. 2월 바람에
동상에 걸린다. 비슷한 건가요? 아니요.
춥다는 얘기잖아요.
Yeah. 그래서
20점.
20. 오케이. 그럼 2월
정답은,
바람에
네, 2월 바람에
모르겠습니다.
김치똑 깨진다.
정말 그런가요? 추워서
속담이
김치떡이
있어요.
막 깨진가요?
그 김치똥 항아리가 이렇게 독이 너무 추워서 깨진다는 얘기죠. 요즘에 플라스틱도 아니고 항아리였잖아요. 그래서 2월에 부는 바람이 매우 차고 매서움을 나타내는 이런 속담도 있더라고요.
그럼 옛날에 어떻게 보관했죠? 그 2월에
땅에
막
묻거나 그 항아리에 보관을 했는데 2월 바람은 워낙 매서워서 김치떡이 깨지는 경우도 있었나 봐요. 그래서 지금의 추위도 예전에도 있었다. 조금만 견디면 봄이 올 것이다.
그냥 그만큼 춥다는 얘기인가요?
그렇죠. 네.
That's an interesting
추위도
one.
있잖아요.
That's really cool.
네.
Yeah. Donna Eminem says, 근데 저 왜 우리 말 너무 어렵죠? 라고. I'm glad it's not just me. It's not
맞습니다.
just me.
알면 알수록 더 어렵습니다.
Yeah. Well, I guessed one right.
네.
So, and these were all fairly easy. 좀 나름 좀 쉬운 속담들인 것 같은데요.
네.
좀 알아듣기 좀 쉽고 미닝도 의미도 그렇게
맞아요,
어렵지
맞아요.
않아가지고.
재치 있고 참 뭔가 이렇게 바로 직접적으로 얘기 안 해도 이렇게 애둘러서 얘기하는 표현들이 참 멋있는 속담들이 많은 것 같아요.
I like it. I like
네,
it.
네.
And there's never going to be a shortage. So I'm really happy about that. That was a lot of fun. 엄청 재밌었습니다. 홍당당님 감사합니다.
네, 내일도 아침 기온 부산도 영하 6도. 네,
왜안 좋은
오늘처럼
소식을
춥습니다.
가지고 오세요?
그리고 토요일에는 영하 8도까지 내려간다는 예보가 있으니까요.
Okay.
네.
We need to know this. Everyone brace yourselves. 홍당당님 너무 재밌었지만 이제 제 개인 공간을 떠나주세요.
네, 알겠습니다. 멀리 가도록 하겠습니다.
I'm saying this because we're very close together right now.
네,
It was
내일은
fun.
멀리서 뵙죠.
Bye bye.
감사합니다.
All right, we're going to take a song break. Don't go anywhere. We got a song request from Benningham. This is Sugar Rush Ride by Tomorrow by Together.
생각은 웃음을 멈췄어 When you get back 내 다짐 따위는 순간 불어헤쳐져 내게 Come a little closer 나 속삭여 The secret 나만 우리 향해 me more. Give me more. 이리 와서 더 같이 놀자 더. Sugar rush, sugar rush, sugar rush, sugar rush. Give me more. Give me more. Sugar rush, sugar rush, sugar rush, sugar rush. 이리 와서 더 같이 놀자 더. Sweating 내 혈관은 full of sweat. 금지된 손들이 희미하게 사라져가지. 열 같은 이 days 오히려 그게 좋아 난. 살그다른 모든 세포가 더 예민해져가. Come a little closer. 속삭여 삼켜도 그 sugar rush. 너만을 향한 sweat에서야 꿈에 데려가는 sunday 맛에. I can feel 거부할 수가 없어. 달콤한 그 delicious smile. 숨이 길게 묻어줘. 작별이 불러. The devil said. Give me more. Give me more. 이리 와서 더 같이 놀자 더. Sugar rush, sugar rush, sugar rush, sugar rush. Give me more. Give me more. Sugar rush, sugar rush, sugar rush, sugar rush. 이리 와서 더 같이 놀자 더. 나보다 많이 내게 널 물어보려게. Give me more. Give me more. 모든 건 너야 알아. 모든 게 너야 sugar. Give me more. Give me more. 나보다 나야 내게 넌 뭐란 거야 sugar.
Welcome back, everybody. That was a song requested by Benny Nim. That was Sugar Rush Ride by Tomorrow by Together. Welcome back, everybody. How you doing on this fabulous hump day? Got some messages coming in. Let's have a little look here. So regarding the picture that I had, Michael Kim asked me if I had my ear pierced. Had my ear pierced. And I used to have my ear pierced. I used to have an earring, which I stopped wearing about 3 or 4 years ago. 사실 결혼하고 나서 제가 ear piercing을 이제 안 하게 됐거든요. Maybe I guess I grew up a little bit. I'm not saying ear piercings are for younger people. I'm just saying I just couldn't be bothered to wear it anymore. So yeah, I guess this is a very old picture. It's about 4, 5 years old, I think, when I was slimmer as well. Yeah. 고수님, welcome to the show. Saying, 그런데 니에게 테이블이 너무 작은 것 같아요. It is 좀 작은 편인 것 같아요. I take up a lot of this room as well, and the camera is angled down as well, so I'm looking a bit like a 문어 right now. But it's all right. It's kind of cool. There's a little bunny up there that I can't see. There we go. There's a little bunny right there you can see. We've made this into our home. So I hope you feel right at home here with me. The only other difference is I have to use a different computer to read the messages, so I might be a little bit slow reading some messages. I do apologize in advance. But anyone else coming in, welcome. Also, we have Sudokshonim. Welcome to the show, saying, hello, everyone. Hump day. It is indeed hump day. Already, time is going awfully fast. Yeah. Well, everyone, I'm going to tell you what our text topic is for the day. Do we have our text topic? Did our writer...
Yes,
I don't see it. What is our text topic?
What will be the first thing that you do in the next morning?
Tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning, what will be the first thing you should do?
Okay.
That's the...
에이, 그거 TMI잖아요. 아침에 일어나서 가장 첫 번째로 하는 건 뭔가요?
Normally check the
Yeah.
phone or something.
Okay. Oh yeah, maybe. Check your phone. Yeah. I'm older now, so I have to go straight to the bathroom. So, all right, that's today's text topic. What is the first thing you will do tomorrow morning? 내일 아침에 일어나서 가장 첫 번째로 하실 거는 무엇인가요? Interesting question. You can avoid the TMI stuff. You can tell us something more. 조금 미화시켜서 좀 얘기해 주세요. Yeah, there you go. Let me know to pound 9050, 샵 9050, which will cost you 101, a Kakao Talk message, a YouTube live message, lots of ways to participate. Actually today, because we're in a different studio, the easiest ways for me to see your messages just for today, will be YouTube Live and Kakao Talk as well. So please, if you can, send it through there. It's a bit easier, but regardless, I'll try and get your messages. Keep sending them in, and we're going to move right on now to 라떼는 말이야. For a long time, generations were neatly categorized, such as boomers, millennials, Gen Z. But now a new powerhouse generation is emerging, and it's time we talk about them. Move over, MZ generation. The GG is here. Now, who and what are the GG? The Grand Generation, or GG, refers to those born between 1950 and 1971. But don't call them seniors in the traditional sense. This group isn't sitting back in rocking chairs. They're working, traveling, spending, and even hitting the gym. Many don't even consider themselves old, often feeling at least 10 years younger than their actual age. They're redefining aging, proving that life after retirement can be just as exciting as life before it. More than anything, they spend on themselves. Like younger generations, they choose products and services based on their own interests and individuality. Many in this group are financially comfortable, and what's even more remarkable is their active use of digital services. One of the biggest trends among the GG is everyday anti-aging, not just looking younger, but feeling younger. This mindset is fueling a boom in the beauty and wellness industries. GG generation is the first in Korea's history to have both the energy and financial power to truly enjoy their later years. Their approach to life, aging, and even death is completely different to past generations. 라떼는 말이야. In the past, people believed that life should follow a certain pattern based on age. Stepping outside those expectations felt strange or even unacceptable. But now, I guess times are different. It's time to celebrate and support this generation as they embrace life with confidence.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. How you doing? And in the studio, we have our guest here, of course, to help us with all things important in the work life of the city. It's Jennifer.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Good. It feels so crowded
I know.
here.
You're my second guest here. I guess today
우리 너무 가족 같은데요?
I know. Yeah, it's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah.
We have to discard the concept of personal space today, which is fine. Now, I can't seem to find all of the stuff you've written, so I might have to share yours. if that's
okay.
I'll just look over your shoulder. It's okay.
Right.
Well, before we start, I want to ask you today's text topic. 오늘의 텍스트 토픽 문제 좀
뭔가요?
던져보겠습니다. It's very personal. What are you going to do tomorrow morning as soon as you wake up?
You know what? I have to get up at 4:30 tomorrow.
No
That's
way.
not going to be fun. I have to take the
4:30?
train to Daejeon on a
Really?
business trip. So I think I'm going to cry.
Oh no. You don't wake up at 4:30 every day, do you?
No, not every day, but tomorrow is exceptionally early.
화이팅. We had some messages. Donna M님 saying 저는 그냥 시간 확인하고 다시 잘 거예요.
No.
That sounds good. A lot of
Yeah.
people do that. 상윤님, welcome to the show. This is a good one. Leak and replenish. I like that. Yeah, well, leak is a metaphor, I guess. But great stuff. Sudokshonnim saying studying English begins. I'll read some more messages very soon. But right now, we're going to talk about work life in Busan.
Yeah. Now the long holiday is over.
Yes.
Have you settled back into your usual routine, Nick?
I have, yeah. You know what? I don't really have a set routine because my official work day here starts at 4 p.m. So it's not like I have to wake up and get to the office, so
Okay.
thankfully my work-life routine wasn't disrupted. What about you?
Oh, yeah, pretty much the same here.
Yeah.
But today we are talking about something that most employees love, but not everyone finds completely relaxing. Long
Okay.
holidays.
Okay.
Because this time we had 6 days or
We
like
had a
7
lot of
days,
days,
long holidays, right?
Yeah.
So, and while most people enjoy the break, some employees find that it comes with unexpected dilemmas.
Oh, what dilemmas. So I can imagine that
Yeah.
for many married employees, if both sides of the family live far away, the holiday can turn into a long road trip rather than a time of rest.
Did you have to travel
No.
during holiday?
No, I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't because it started snowing heavily in
Oh,
many
yeah,
regions.
that's right.
Yeah.
It snowed a lot. Yeah.
But many people spend hours driving or sitting in traffic.
That's no fun.
And then there's the responsibilities of helping out with holiday preparations. It just makes it really exhausting.
Yeah, and you have to get some presents
Yeah.
and get the food ready.
Exactly.
And financially, it's not exactly a break either. They have to prepare gifts, give money to parents, and hand out cash to younger relatives. So a long holiday can be quite expensive in Korea.
Yeah, and this time Friday wasn't an official holiday, but you just take that extra day off.
Yeah.
Many people did that to make it a long consecutive holiday, right?
저희 청취자분들도 아마 쉬신 분들 많으셨을 것 같아요. So that's interesting you mentioned that. There was also noticeable workplace pattern. On the Friday after the long holiday, many single employees, unmarried employees, took the day off to extend their break, while most married employees came to work.
Huh.
유부녀들은 다
왜 그랬을까요?
거의 다 출근했다고 해요.
I would think it would be the opposite. You've got a family, so you want to go on a vacation together, so you take a 월차 or whatever. But it's as if work has become a kind of refuge.
Yeah.
So we have a couple of listener stories today that highlight these different perspectives.
Our first story comes from a listener who found a long holiday more exhausting than relaxing, unfortunately.
Okay.
So would you like to read this one for us?
Okay, this is the first story. Hi, my name is Kibek. I live and work in Busan, and I just got back from what felt like the longest holiday ever. People always talk about how lucky we are to get extra days off, but honestly, for someone like me, it's not really a break. My wife and I spent the first half of the holiday at my in-laws' place in Gyeonggi province. This meant hours of driving, sitting in traffic, and then helping out with the cooking and cleaning. After that, we had to drive back to Busan, but instead of resting, we went straight to my parents' place to spend time with them. Before I knew it, the entire holiday was gone. And don't get me even started on money. Since I'm working, I'm expected to give out New Year's gifts and cash to my nephews and nieces. I love them, but their expectations keep growing every year. On top of that, there were gifts for our parents, travel expenses, and all the little things that add up. Honestly, by the time I went back to work, I felt more drained than before the holiday started. To make things worse, my wife and I ended up arguing a lot. We were both exhausted, and little things turned into big fights. At some point, I even thought, maybe going back to work would be more relaxing than this.
Oh boy.
Ooh, this I'm sorry, Kibek-nim.
So exhausting.
고생 많으셨어요.
네, 너무 고생하셨습니다. I guess for some people, the workplace is actually a more peaceful place than home during the holidays.
Yeah, for sure. And it shows how people experience long breaks, differently.
Oh, yeah.
Some people get much needed rest, while others just get more stress.
Oh yeah, unfortunately. 너무 네, 스트레스 많이 받을 것
Yes.
같네요. 네. Let's continue with our next story from someone on the other end of the spectrum. A single employee who took full advantage of the long break but is now facing the consequences.
Oh.
So since his name is Minsu, I think you'd better read this one.
Oh, we should get All-Star English Minsu to read this one, right? Yeah. Okay, this is a story. Hey, I'm Minsu, and I work at a mid-sized company in Busan. When I first saw how long this Luna's New Year break was, I was thrilled. I decided to take Friday off and go on a long-awaited trip to Thailand. It was amazing. Great food, beautiful beaches, and no more work emails. For once, I truly felt free. But now that I'm back, reality is hitting me hard. My inbox is overflowing, and I had meetings lined up for Monday morning. I feel like I'm being punished for taking time off. Every time I go on vacation, I tell myself, next time, I'll plan better. But let's be real, I never do.
이 민수님, 저 BFM 민수님 아니신가요? We have to ask him if he was
I
in
don't think
Thailand.
he took much time off. I don't think he went to Thailand. Yeah.
Poor guy, the reality is hitting him hard. He says that every time a long holiday ends, his workload doubles because all the unfinished tasks pile up.
Yeah, I guess a lot of companies, they say you have a vacation, but really, you just got to do all of the millennial when you get back, right? And, you know, you can't completely escape from work. It just waits for you like some tiger in the corner.
Oh, scary.
Yeah, yeah.
And what makes holidays a bit of a double-edged sword, the holiday. You get time to relax, but you also pay the price when you return.
That's definitely true. So some people say that post-holiday stress makes them hesitate to take time off in the first place.
그럴 것 같아요.
Yeah.
So if you had a long holiday, which side do you think you would be on? Would you rather be dealing with family expectations or catching up on a mountain of work if you had to choose one?
If I had, well, in my personal situation, as someone who works for myself, I'd rather do that. You know, because I'm not working in an office, so I'm not really working for a boss. So I can imagine that is super stressful. But for me, if I take time off, it's on me. No one's going to pressure me to do more. I just accept the loss.
오케이, 청취자분들은 어떠신가요? 스트레스를 많이 받더라도 난 여행을 가겠다? 아니면 네, 차라리 그냥 여기서 고생하겠다.
What would you do?
It's hard to choose,
Yeah, yeah.
but I would go away.
Yeah. Hey, you know, a couple of times a year, I think it's good. I think it's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we must also look on the bright side here. It's a chance to catch up with family members who we rarely get to see.
Right.
Yeah, and eat holiday dishes and travel exotic destinations.
Yeah.
So it can be fun.
Yeah, exactly. We had Dana Emner messaging and saying, long holidays give you stress. Remember the lockdown? I don't remember. So long ago, I barely remember the lockdown. But remember, you know, having time off. Because that was forced time off. You know,
that's right,
it was like 뭐 강제 휴일 같은 그런 느낌이었어요.
맞습니다. 네.
If you got COVID, for sure. Yeah. So either way, it's clear that long holidays aren't always the perfect break that people expect, right? But we've got to look at the bright side.
Yeah. Yeah.
So can you give some advice to Kibek and Minsu? They both had troubles with this vacation.
Okay, I'll try. If I were to give some advice to Kibek, the first person, I would suggest splitting the visits between holidays instead of trying to go on to both families each time. 그래서 설날에는 뭐 본가에 가고, 네. 그리고 뭐 추석에는 네, 처가에 가고 이런 식으로 나누시면 될 것 같아요. So he could visit his in-laws for Lunar New Year and visit his own parents for 추석.
Hey.
Problem solved.
Fantastic.
That way he could reduce the stress of long distance travel and actually get some rest during the holidays. And as for Minsu, not 신민수님, but Minsu, I'd recommend coming back a day earlier to get a head start on catching up with work. That way, he wouldn't feel so overwhelmed when he returns to the office.
Yeah.
And of course, that might mean choosing a domestic trip or a short distance destinations, but it could make the transition back to work much easier.
Yeah, yeah.
So you don't always have to go far away, right?
Right, yeah. I guess, yeah, that's good advice because I would, like, if it was me, now this is from my English perspective, I would say if you're going to take time off and have lots of work waiting for you, just go and do something you enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, like Minsu went to Thailand. I think that's a great way to spend it. No regrets kind of thing.
No regrets.
But in Korea, there is often a responsibility that you should see your parents and your in-laws during these holidays.
We have family duties.
Yeah,
Okay.
so really, you're not having a vacation at all. You're working double time. In some
Such
ways.
is life.
Such is life, that's right.
사는 게 뭐 다 그렇더라고요.
Exactly. It can't be helped. But nevertheless, I think this is good advice. And I'm sure many people go through this process.
yes.
Yeah. We've got some messages coming in. Let's have a look here. We've got some messages from 백건우님 talking about the cold here and what they do when they wake up. 백건우님, welcome to the show, saying 부산이 갑자기 강원도가 된 느낌입니다. 많이 춥네요. 모두 감기 조심하시고 저는 내일 일찍 일어나자마자 셔터 올려야 돼요. 그리고 나서 미지근한 물 한 잔으로 하루를 준비합니다. 라고 하셨어요. And also sent a picture of frozen leaves. That looks like icicles. And they also say 모든 게 꽁꽁 얼었네요. Yeah, it's freezing. It is absolutely freezing here. I hope you're staying warm. Those leaves look, I don't know, it looks like you're in Antarctica or something like that.
Yeah.
Shutter. So the first thing you do, open the shutters, get some light in. I think that's a very good thing to do. Do you have shutters?
I can't advise him to open the windows.
Yeah. No, don't. Do not open the windows. Just open the curtains right now and get some light in, but don't let the cold air in there. We also have 만학도 영어님 saying 안녕하세요. 지금 들어왔어요. Long time no see. 만학도 영어님, how are you doing? Fantastic to see you. 소희님 as well saying good afternoon. Hello, welcome. Good to see you here at this time. And let's have a 고수님 saying 저의 토핑은 눈 뜨면 새벽 4시기 때문에 휴대폰으로 시간 확인 후 씻고 출근 고고예요.
Every morning? 4 a.m.?
Every morning.
Oh.
I bet you feel silly for complaining about one time now.
That's right. 죄송합니다. 제가 어리석었습니다.
고수님 고생 엄청 많으세요. Brilliant. Well, Jennifer, thank you so much for bringing us this great topic as always.
Thank you.
It helps us be more balanced in the workplace, I think. All right.
We can try our best.
Yeah. And I'll see you next week.
Okay, see you next week. Bye-bye, everyone.
All right, everyone, we are going to wrap up the first half here, but don't go anywhere because we'll be back very, very soon in the second half in this cozy little broadcasting room. Our last song is Make You Feel My Love by Adele. I'll see you at 5.
When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I can offer you
FM 부산영어방송.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산. 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
부산 글로벌 도시재단 대표이사 전용호입니다. 부산은 대한민국의 굳건한 성장 동력으로서 물류, 금융, 영상, 관광, 문화, 디지털, 첨단 산업의 중심지인 글로벌 허브 도시로 나아가고 있습니다. 이를 위해 부산 글로벌 도시재단은 부산을 대표하는 도시 외교의 플랫폼을 지향합니다. 세계 평화도시 부산의 브랜드를 강화하는 부산 UN 위크와 부산 글로벌 도시 포럼, 유라시아 도시 외교단, 개발협력 포럼, 그리고 세계 시민축제는 부산의 소프트 파워의 상징으로 자리매김하고 있습니다. 부산 영어방송도 시민과 함께 영어하기 편한 도시, 세계와 경쟁하며 더불어 살아가는 부산을 만들어가겠습니다. 시민이 행복한 글로벌 허브 도시 부산, 부산 글로벌 도시재단이 함께합니다.
We are
The firefighter duo.
Winter is so dry. Let's prevent fire by keeping these 3 rules. If you take caution, you can prevent a fire.
The number one cause of fire in winter are electric blankets. Take special caution with highly flammable materials such as memory foam, toppers, and bedding.
Number 2, having too many appliances on the power outlet is dangerous. Always unplug all the appliances that you're not currently using.
Number 3, check the heater is off before leaving the house. Leaving it on for an extended period of time can cause a fire.
Let's all take part in preventing fire and have warm and safe winter this year.
Tune into BEFM 부산영어방송 for an emergency broadcast.
This campaign is brought to you by BEFM 부산영어방송.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
포열 부산?
포열 부산 아닙니까? 원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열 부산 내리죠 이렇게.
포열 부산.
포열 부산.
할까요?
포열 부산.
You're now listening to For Your Busan.
Guys, this is Jenny, and yes, welcome back. Today we got our new guest, so let's say hi. Hello, hello.
Hello, I'm Juhyun, also go by Jun, and I'm student of Busan National University.
Oh, nice to meet you, Juhyun-nim. So you go by Jun. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer Juhyun or Jun?
I prefer Jun because it's short one.
That's right. Okay, then let me call you Jun. So once again, nice to meet you, Jun. And I wonder, how did you get to know about this BEFM for the first time?
One of my friend introduced me this radio channel,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm actually really enjoying this channel.
Oh, so one of your friend introduced to you about this BEFM.
Yes.
And until now you're listening, right?
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much for listening. All right, then I also want to ask you, how did you get to learn English at first?
Get to learn English.
Mm-hmm.
As other guys at elementary school, I first come to meet English.
Mm-hmm.
But the really first time I get to study English is that I went to my friend's home,
Mm-hmm.
and his mother was homeschooling teacher.
Oh,
and
wow.
She taught me the English for the first time.
Oh, so one of your friends' mom was 학습지 teacher.
Yes,
Is that right?
like Yun 선생.
Oh, okay. Yoon teacher.
Yes.
Okay. Something like that. And you've got to study the proper English for the first time through your friend's mom.
Yes.
Okay. So that's how you've got to learn English for the first time. Then I also wonder, were there any moments like you felt proud of yourself or maybe finding it beneficial through speaking English?
When I was middle school student,
Mm-hmm.
it was 15 years old. I went to America,
Oh.
especially Los Angeles,
Ooh.
for a short trip with my family.
Mm-hmm.
At there, I used my English to communicate with Americans, and they said you are good at English, and that was really happy moment for me.
Oh, that's such a sweet memories. Like you've got a chance to travel to States, especially LA, right? Los
Yes.
Angeles with your family. And then at that time, you've got to communicate with Americans and they told you that you are good in English.
Yes.
And you were so proud of that.
And I think that was not that good English, but they were so kind, I think.
Oh, they were actually supporting you, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's when you felt proud of yourself by speaking English. All right, then I also want to ask you, are there any tips or maybe little tidbits for studying English?
Especially for Korean students, I want to recommend them to learn more vocabulary than grammar.
Oh, okay.
Because I think in Korea, every student and teachers think grammar is much more important than the vocabulary. But for real English, I think studying much more vocab is important.
Oh, yeah. I do really agree with that because, even Koreans, like, we never speak the perfect Korean, right?
Yes.
Not the perfect grammar as well.
Yes, that's
so,
right.
yeah, just to communicate and to make others to understand what we are trying to say, then that is how we communicate with people, right?
Yes.
So, same as English, not only for English, but for the whole language on the earth. Like, just learn more vocabularies, study more and memorize more vocabularies. It will going to, broaden your language skills as well.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you so much for sharing your tips for studying English. All right, then this will going to be our very last and the most important question for you. I wonder what lies ahead for your English journey in the future.
Now I'm preparing TOEIC
Oh, TOEIC.
English exam for my school graduation.
Okay.
So I really want to get high score for that.
Okay.
And that's my near goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sure you can make it because actually you're speaking such a fluent English right now, and as your pro tips put more efforts, then in a short time, I'm sure you can get a high score in TOEIC.
Thank you.
All right, so listeners, this was all about today's interview with Juhyun님. So once again, thank you so much for today's interview.
Thank you too.
All right, see you next week and goodbye.
Bye.
All right, that was our My Life, My English. Thank you, Jenny, for bringing that to us. And today we had June, as he likes to be called, who's a student at Busan National University, who discovered BEFM through a friend and has been enjoying the station ever since. And his learning journey of English began in elementary school. He used to study at home using workbooks and certain famous teachers as well. And he was very proud when he got to go to America in middle school, where he could communicate with the local people there and also receive compliments. So we really support him and we thank him for letting us know his journey here. It's always really inspiring, so thank you for that. And we'll have this segment every single day. My Life, My English, plus On the Mic, hearing the stories of the wonderful people of the city. Well, welcome back, everybody. It is now 5:07 in the afternoon on a Wednesday. Hope you're staying warm wherever you are. Hope you're doing good. Let's have a look at some messages. We have Jenny Nim messaging in their answer for the text topic of the day. The text topic is, what are you going to do tomorrow morning? 내일 아침에 일어나서 가장 첫 번째로 하실 것은 무엇인가요?가 오늘의 텍스트 토픽 질문인데요. 제니님께서 아침에 일어나면 침대에서 나와서 커튼 열고 마당 한번 보고 날씨 확인해요. Now that's how I know you don't live in Korea. 마당을 보고, if I try to look out my window, I see the 주차장. So, that's I guess that's a Korean madang, right? It's the car park, which is fine unless you live in a house, which people do here. Unlikely if you're in the middle of the city, like me. But still, I hope you enjoyed that. It must be really nice to look at the green grass and enjoy things like that. We've also got more messages coming in about the angle, which they really like. Michael Kimnim and Soynim also really liking the angle, saying 진짜 새로운 앵글이네요. 닉이랑 제니퍼랑 더 잘생기고 또 예뻐 보여요. 뭔가 더 가까이 있는 느낌. It does feel very close. Almost like it'll be a bit too much, but I'm glad you like it. Because you like it. And Michael Kim says, 이 앵글로 한 주만 계속해보면 안 될까요? 안 될 것 같은데요. 이 게스트님들도 잘 보이고 너무 좋은데요 라고 하셨어요. I guess it definitely has more of a close feeling. There you go. That's how close Jang PD is to me right now. So we have to stay healthy and not get sick, because if one person is sick in this room, we're all going to get sick, for sure. What are you doing? You're just biting there you go. You got a big hand. I'm kidding. All right. Also, Michael Kim, oh my goodness, saying 닉 닮은 딸 아들 보고 싶습니다. 닉님 부탁드립니다. 마이클 킴님, 이제 설날이 지났습니다. 그 잔소리 그만하세요. But I appreciate the sentiment. 만학도 영은 also answering the text topic, saying 오늘의 텍스트 토픽이 아침에 일어나서 가장 먼저 하는 일은 무엇인가인가 보군요. Yeah, you got that right. 저는 아침에 일어나면 제일 먼저 남편이 읽을 신문을 가지고 오는 겁니다. 이제 종이 신문을 그만 읽을 때도 된 것 같은데. You know what? My wife has the same habit as your husband. She loves to read paper newspapers, 종이 신문. And I don't know why. Because we just have like a whole 신문 산더미 우리 집에 있어요, 이제. So, I mean, it's good when you want to if you want to cut your hair, I guess, you can put the paper on the floor. But definitely, we're living in a technological age. So sometimes I think, let's just read electronic ones now. But I understand it's not the same. But that's really nice that you go get your husband's newspaper for him. I bet he really appreciates that. Someone also saying, 저도 이 앵글이 좋아요. 더 가까운 느낌. I guess it is. 딱 한 주만. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? But it's definitely a bit more uncomfortable because I can't touch the tablet to read the comments very easily. I have to kind of do some gymnastics. Here you go. You can kind of see better at this. If you're looking on YouTube live now, you can see, I've got my thing here in front of me. I've got this tablet with your messages on. I've got my tablet with the script on. It's definitely a juggling act, but it's kind of fun. It is kind of fun, actually. I don't mind it. Anyway, if you want to participate, send your messages to #9050, 샵 9050, 주커스트 101. A Kakao Talk message, just send your messages to us, or YouTube Live, which is even better, I would say. You can see me in the studio close up today and talk with all of the mates in the live chatting area. Okay. 라라님, hello, welcome to the show, 라라님, saying 얼굴만 바뀐 게 아니네요. 라디오 부스도 산뜻해졌어요. 닉은 민트색 봄을 입고 있네요. Yeah, it's a mint-colored jumper. Thank you for noticing as well. It is a completely different studio. We have several booths, studios. This is the second one. I don't know. We're usually in the main one. This is not the main one. It's the backup one. But it's still a nice studio. Welcome to the show, regardless. Okay. All right, we're going to take a song break and then we'll be back with our Quiz Master segment. This is 내게만 웃어줘요 by Node Connection.
어쩔 때면 그대가 당연한 듯이 바라봐주고 말없이 여린 두 손을 꼭 잡은 채 날 안아주는 걸 또 어쩔 때면 문득 내 곁을 허상인 듯이 떠나진 않을까 두근대는 내 마음 들릴까 두려워 그냥 물어보려 해요 그대 내게 웃어줘요 다른 것은 필요 없어 여전히 가득한데 또 어쩔 때면 마치 모든 게 닮음인 듯이 떠나진 않을까 스쳐가는 걱정만 가득해 혹시라도 그냥 물어볼게요 그대 내게 웃어줘요 다른 것은 필요 없어 두 눈에 가득 채울게요 그래 내게 말해줘요 그댈 담아둔 내 맘이 여전히 가득한데 내게만 웃어줘요
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Zooby zooby dooby bum para, zooby dooby param pam, zooby dooby nache, you pagal stupid man.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. I hope you're having a great day so far. It is now 5:16 in the afternoon. Let's have a look at some messages before we move on. Lalanem also said, commenting on the new camera angle today, saying 카메라 앵글 때문에 닉 옆에 앉아서 라디오 듣는 느낌이 들어요. 이 앵글 그대로 가도 좋을 것 같아요. Everyone seems to really like it. Even 음파님, welcome to the show, saying, I have a feeling all of these people are just Chang PD in disguise. Like, he wants to stay in this room. 얼굴이 훨씬 핸섬하게 보이는 가까운 앵글이네요. 다른 사람처럼 보여요. What are you saying? You saying in the other studio 핸섬하지 않다는 뜻인가요? 그 다른 스튜디오에 있을 때. I'm sure that's not what you're saying, but I guess people like the close-up feeling a lot more. Yeah. Lots of people like the song too, which was requested by Chang PD. Yeah, who even said it was requested by him. Lots of people like it. Good song, a very nice ballad kind of song. Anyway, I digress. It is now time for Quiz Master. And this is where we have a quiz, we have a bit of fun. You have to send me your answers and you can win prizes. Usually it's coffee, but today's Wednesday. So today is chicken. That's right, chicken, or chicken 한 마리. 한 마리인가요? 반 마리인가요? 세트인가요? 한 마리. 통닭인가요? Oh, it's 통닭. Okay, even better. So yeah, you have a chance to win a great prize today. And today is Wednesday, so of course, it means it's time for some 사투리. Today's quiz is 부사추. 부산 사투리 추천 받습니다. You have to send me a 사투리 version of the phrase that I give you. Okay? Busan has its unique dialect, so now is your chance to show it off a little bit. Show us how much 사투리 you know, how confident you are with it. 자, 지금부터 저희가 한 표현을 드리겠습니다. 그러면 여러분이 그 표현에 맞는 맛깔스러운 부산 사투리를 보내주시면 됩니다. The more interesting expression you send, the more likely you are to be the prize winner. So, it's freezing outside. How do you usually beat this extreme cold? 네, 오늘은 이런 추운 날 누군가에게 해줄 수 있는 따뜻한 말 한마디를 부산 사투리로 바꿔보겠습니다. 날씨가 많이 추우니까 따뜻하게 입고 다녀. This is the phrase that you have to say in 사투리, I guess. You have to do that. 이 표현을 사투리로 바꿔주세요. 날씨가 많이 추우니까 따뜻하게 입고 다녀. It's really cold outside. Wrap up warm. Change this to your 사투리, please. And you could win some prizes. 이제 참여 방법을 알려드리겠습니다. 100원의 이용료가 드는 문자 샵 9050 부산영어방송 카카오톡 메시지 혹은 너튜브 댓글로 참여가 가능합니다. Send all your messages and you can win some prizes and have a bit of fun as well. Sduck님 just messaging in saying 앱으로만 듣는데 멘트 듣고 궁금해서 유튜브 켜봤어요. 아이돌 라이브 방송 구독 잘 어울려요. 네. 아이고 감사합니다. I feel like these are kind of purposely being nice because people want to keep this. But thank you very much, Sduck님. Good to have you here and good for the Good comments, good message. Okay, send me your expressions, your 사투리 expressions. We're going to take a song break and then we'll be right back. Okay, I'll read a couple just before we do it. 소희님, 부산 사람은 아닌데 I guess they know some 사투리. They went 단디해보라. 단디해보라. That's that. And 음파님 as well. I guess that's the most common way to say it. 단디해보라. But get creative. Get creative. 제니님 saying 소희님 부산 사람이 다 됐어요. 그런 것 같아요. Alright, we're going to take a song break and we'll be right back. This is Open Season by Joseph Salvat. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. We just listened to Open Season by Joseph Salvat. It could be Joseph Salvat, as I don't think that's an English name. Regardless, welcome back. It is now 5:23 in the afternoon, and we're in the middle of our Busan Quiz Master, and this is where we're taking all of your 사투리, right? Today's quiz is 부사추, 부산 사투리 추천 받습니다. It's freezing outside. How do you beat this extreme cold? 오늘은 이런 추운 날 누군가에게 해줄 수 있는 따뜻한 말 한마디를 부산 사투리로 바꿔보고 있습니다. 날씨가 많이 추우니까 따뜻하게 입고 다녀. 사투리로 어떻게 바꿀 수 있을까요? We've got a lot of messages coming in. Okay, it's going to be very difficult for me. Okay, there are some words that I probably can't say, but still. Let's have a look here. We have 봄님, welcome to the show, saying 엄청 실이 춥다. 옷 단디 입고 댕기라. Good. We have 박수정님 saying 윽스러 춥대. 따숩게 입어라. We have lots of words for hot or cold. Okay, 따숩게. Is that? I guess that's that means 따뜻하게. Okay, but I also say 따시게. 따시게. There's some people say 따시게 same. 따시게, 따숩게. 그냥 내 따가 중요하죠. 따뜻하다, 따숩다, 따시다. Any others? Okay. 따가워. 따갑다. Okay. Let's have a look here. We have 홍이님, welcome to the show. Say 웃자든지 뜨시게 입고 땡기라. 강성헌님, say 오늘 춥단다. 농안에 땡땡 입고 가라. 감사합니다. I'm really failing at this. All right, 뚜뚜님, welcome to the show. Say 나가면 wait. 나가면 얼어 죽겠다. 따시게 입어라이. Okay, good stuff. Let's have a look. I've got to scroll down. Oh, no. Michael Kimnim, that looks like really difficult to read, so I'm going to have to read this really slowly. 아따, 옷이 크게 먹고 얼어 죽을라 갖고. What does that say? Can you read that, 장 PD? 얼어 죽을라 카노. 얼어 죽을라 카노. Okay, 얼어 죽을라 카노. Okay, 고수님처럼 7겹, 8겹 껴입으라. I can't read 사투리 for anything. Sally Park님, welcome to the show. 윽스러 춥대. 따숩게 입어라이. 따숩게. That's a new one. 따숩게. 그냥 여기는 따숩게. 왜 이렇게 많아요? Okay, 따숩게 입어라이. Okay, that's a good one here. 만학도 여마님 saying okay, I need to pre-read these, I think. Okay. 너를 죽을라 하면 매매 싸매고 당기라. Okay, not bad. 주홍님, welcome to the show. 완전 수산 사투리 위에 입는 두꺼운 자켓. 완전 부산 사투리. Okay, there are a lot of words here that I think I'm not supposed to say, but still. Okay, 상임님 saying 열부리하게 입지 말고 내가 안에서 대파줄까? Ooh, that sounds like you're hissing on me. 대시하는 건가요? 내가 안에서 대파줄까? 사행하겠습니다, 상윤님. 그냥 감사합니다. lots of them coming in. Okay, yeah, 제니님 saying 다들 너무 웃겨요. 아는 말인데 텍스트로 보니까 너무 웃겨요. It's funny for you to see, but for reading it, it's very different. It's very difficult. Okay, let's have a look. 에스탁님 saying 네 러시아 사람인가? 그리 입어서 되나? Do Russian people wear cold clothes like that? I guess it is quite a cold country for sure. Anyway, keep sending them to me. Make them a bit easier for me to read if you can. That would be very nice. We're going to take another song break and we'll be back. This is You Are My Girl by Kim Jo-an.
Girl, just one look and you took my heart. I didn't know that I could have these feelings for you. There's so much that I feel inside me. I can't believe how you make me feel. Nothing in this world could change my feelings for you. 'Cause you are my girl. You are the one that I envision in my dreams. And when you're around, I can't express the way I feel inside. 'Cause
And that was You Are My Girl by Kim Jo-han. I actually saw him in the studio. I went for a little bathroom break and I fist bumped him on the way out. Cool dude, great singer. Very jealous of his voice. And that was You Are My Girl. Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. We're in the middle of our Busan Quiz Master segment. And today is 부사추. We're taking 부산 사투리 추천 받고 있습니다. Lots of really interesting ones that are impossible for me to read. You know what? There is one word that is very popular, apparently. It's the word for long-padding, but Sang-Yun-nim knows it's right. He's saying, Nick can't read that. You're definitely right. So thank you for shouting that out. Thank you for making everyone aware of it. So, we had a lot of interesting ones coming in today. Jubro-nim, who I know is really like Busan 토박이, said, 따시기 입어라. Yeah, that's very basic for you. I thought you were from Busan. I thought you'd be more creative, bro. Nevertheless, good try. We have a winner. So regardless, you did come a little bit late. The winner today is Sang-Yun-nim. Nice job, Sang-Yun-nim. Well done for giving us a creative 사투리. Really, really good stuff. You know what? I liked a lot of them. And I think I did like... Wait a minute. Sang-Yun-nim's the one who was flirting with me, isn't he? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? That was you. I didn't choose you, by the way, Sang-Yun-nim. Our lovely writer did. So I guess... 먹혔나 봐요. I guess it worked. Maybe our writer was impressed with how you were flirting. So good job, my friend. Good job. And thank you, everyone, for sending us your 사투리. All right. You get the pizza, by the way. And don't worry if you didn't win, because we have prizes and quizzes every single day. Stay tuned until tomorrow. Hanging saying, my flirting worked. It did this time. But don't count on it every time, my friend. Okay. Don't go anywhere, because Melissa is in the studio.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
Melissa had a segment with me today. Melissa brought an interesting topic. Let's go into it now.
Woo! You crushed it.
That was all 즉흥이었습니다. I didn't think about that. I just made it up on the spot.
Yep, that's how to do it. That's how you got to do it.
Hey, you'll see me on the next 8 Mile movie. Right?
Oh yeah.
Lose yourself. Yeah. We sneak arms of
instead
spaghetti.
of Eminem, it's Emma Nick.
Ah, there you go. Emma Nick sounds like a mixture of Emma and Nick put together. Emma Nick.
But it sounds cool.
It does sound alright, doesn't it?
That's your new nickname.
There we go. Knees
Emma
weak.
Nick.
There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm. And I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
But there you
Maybe
go.
That's better.
That'll be better. How you doing?
I am doing pretty good.
Welcome to my dungeon.
Yes, it's nice and tight in here, but not as much as it used to be. You know, this has been kind of reorganized, and so it's actually more spacious than previously.
This room? Oh,
this room.
You come in this room often?
Yes.
Yes, you
Yes.
come to my lair. And
Yes, in your lair.
stay out. The lights. I don't like the lights in here.
Yeah.
Do you like the
bright
new
lights.
angle, if you can see it?
Okay.
It's
all
really
right.
popular because the listeners say it's more of like a natural, like an 80s style broadcast, a bit more. They say closer is better because it feels like they're with us. So
Oh, okay. Closer is better. All right. It is. I must say, this angle, I do have to crane my neck a little bit more
Yeah.
to look at you. But
Oh,
if the
yeah.
listeners are happy, then I'm happy.
Yeah, you
It
can-
works for me.
you can suffer for the broadcast
Yeah,
rights.
yeah. I can do that. I can do that.
Okay. Michael Kim님 saying, 멜리스님 주먹 리치가 닉한테 닿으시겠나요? Can you reach me with? Yes, we can. Let's fist
Yeah.
bump. There we go. That's how close it is. It's not an
Very
optical illusion.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that close.
Really
Yeah.
close.
So, what are we talking about today? Ridiculous controversies, I assume.
Oh, yes. So in this segment, Busan Chingu Talk, we always talk about the seemingly mundane parts of the average Busan resident's life and break down the ridiculous controversies surrounding them. And of course, throughout the segment, we want to hear your views.
Yes, we do indeed. So if you got 101, or today, as I said, it's a bit better to comment through Kakao Talk or YouTube. Send your opinions. We'll read them out. It's more fun when these mysteries are talked about by several people. So yeah, there you go. Let's solve these issues once and for all.
Oh, yes. So after a long holiday last week, many of us probably heard some bad advice, right?
Yeah,
but on today's show, I want to get philosophical. 철학 topic이에요. If it's bad advice, but it works, is it bad advice?
That's a very good point.
Aha, see, 철학 topic이에요. So listeners, please tell me what is bad advice you received that actually worked.
This is, I don't know, it's the phrase, not the phrase, the idea of does the ends justify the means, right? Just because, I don't know, if we take an extreme example,
yes,
2 countries are at war, and then one country just, falls everything at them. It ends the war, but mass casualties. Does that justify the end of the war? I don't know. It's a philosophical, political question. Hopefully we're talking on a smaller scale.
We're talking on a very light scale.
Okay, I took it too far.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, so here's a very practical first example. All right, so maybe you've got an older phone without a flashlight. Or maybe your phone is a newer model, but you broke the flashlight. What do you do in dark places?
I don't often use my flashlight phone. So if I broke the flashlight on my phone, what do I do when I'm in a dark place?
Yeah. Do you have any solution as of right now?
No, I don't actually. I guess I am that dependent on my smartphone.
Okay, listen up. Take some notes. No flashlight on your phone. What do you do in a dark place? All right. So, carrying around a full-on flashlight, it's too old school.
Right.
Unless it's like taepung, unless there's an emergency coming. Here's the bad advice. Take a photo of the sun and open up that photo to use instead of a flashlight in the dark.
You know what?
Ta-da! If it's bad advice, but it works.
You know what? That doesn't sound like terrible advice.
See?
Because, when you sometimes go to scan a QR code, it says, 밝기 좀 높게 해주세요, like make it brighter.
Yes.
And it illuminates your whole face and blinds you temporarily.
Yes.
I guess it's not as powerful as the flash on the back, but that would work.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just take a screen capture of an all-white screen.
Yeah. Or just get me to smile into the camera and I'll take a picture. And these pearly whites.
Oh, is this a chiak CF here? Okay.
Yeah. My teeth aren't that white, unfortunately. Yeah. Still.
But see? So this is the kind of philosophical question we need to answer.
Let's do this.
Right?
Is there any other one? Are there any other ones?
Oh, yes. So here's another one. Maybe this will help people who made New Year's resolutions to be more present, use less tech, etc., etc.
Yeah.
If you want to take a break from social media but find yourself lacking the willpower to follow through, here is a simple bad advice fix. So, 종이에 베인 상처. Get a paper cut on both your thumbs.
What?
Because you don't want to scroll if it causes the serious first world problem of paper cut pain.
That is insane advice.
But it worked, right? If you had a paper cut on both your thumbs, would you want to scroll? Or maybe it needs to be index finger, not thumbs.
I mean, why not just say go the whole hog and just cut your fingers?
Just paper cut on
take
all
your
the
thumbs off or
fingers. You
something.
will not even touch your phone.
You're right. It might work. You know what it kind of reminds me of? Back when I was young, not me, my sister, sorry sister, but she used to bite her nails, nail biting problem.
That's a painful bad habit. Yeah.
So there was this special liquid you could put on them which tasted disgusting.
Oh, I've heard about that.
And so every time you try to bite your nails, 너무 맛이 없어가지고 like 퇴퇴 하고 막 안 하게 되잖아요. So it kind of causes you a bit of discomfort, but it conditions you to, like a Pavlovian dog, I guess, to not do it.
Right.
Yeah. So I wouldn't go as far as giving myself a paper cut because paper cuts are excruciating.
right? It is the worst first world problem ever. Like, of all the developed countries' problems.
Yeah, and then you can't do anything with your
Yep.
thumbs.
Right? And if you try to put a Band-Aid on there, then you wash your hands and the Band-Aid falls off, and then it's just, yeah.
We had a 만학도 영어는 messaging in, I think about the flashlight one, saying 그게 효과가 있나요? Is it effective? Does it work with doing the bright white screen on the front?
I would think so.
It does work.
Because I haven't done this with a photo of the sun,
Yeah.
but with other bright
Photo of the
photos. Photo of the sun, I mean, that's just clever.
You just need white, don't you? Like,
Yes, I think anything that's a very light photo, it has the same effect. Maybe not the distance,
For sure.
right? But it's still
Yeah.
going to illuminate.
Like close up.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's good advice. Not the second one. Your first and second ones are very different.
Not
I would
the
say.
second one.
Okay.
You know, because there was another piece of advice to help you limit all uses of your cell phone,
Mhm.
not just social media. So we're not just talking scrolling, which is paper cut.
Actually, Daily Scotty just messaged in. He found a workaround for your paper cut thumb. He says, I think people just use their fingers then to scroll.
Yeah. So that's
Until
that's
every
why
finger, you have to do every finger.
That's true.
Okay.
Maybe not like
그럼
the
주먹으로
ring
하게 되죠.
finger and the pinky finger, because the
Yeah.
ring finger and the pinky finger like scroll with your pinky. Is that very British? I'm very proper.
Yes,
if I have my
pinky's
tea
Yes.
and I have my pinky up and then a pinky scroll. Okay, you're right.
I need 3 hands for that.
Yeah, just paper cut on all the fingers. But this would help limit all uses of your smartphone, not just social media. Break the charger just enough that it has to be at the perfect angle to charge. And that angle requires you to stand and lean awkwardly every time you want to like plug it in to charge it.
Or just get a short cable that doesn't reach your bed.
Oh, okay. Or you could do that.
I feel like I'm missing the point. I'm trying to give good advice. You're trying to give bad advice.
I'm trying to help the people make their goals in terms
Okay.
of New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
You know, stay off the phone, break the charger, and
Break
here
your
you're
charger.
you're getting workarounds here.
You would have to be probably quite an engineer to work out the exact way to break the charger so that it only works from a certain angle.
But I feel like it's possible because
Yeah.
my 둘째 오빠 in the U.S. he had this problem with
Okay.
his phone,
Yeah.
and he was sitting there holding it, and I was like, "Is there a reason why you don't just put the phone down and let it charge?" And he said, "Yeah, I have to hold it like this because if it's not at this angle, it doesn't charge right. Because I did something weird with my charger and broke it somehow."
And after that, you had a eureka moment.
Yeah.
I'm using this for your Busan.
Absolutely.
Great stuff. Yeah.
Right? Okay. So, this, anyway, self-injury advice, right? Avoid social media by giving yourself paper cuts on your fingers.
Yeah.
It reminded me of the related bad advice. If you have a headache, stub your toe. You'll forget you have a headache.
Yeah.
Right?
Because I hear the body can only measure the most painful area of your body. Like you said, yeah, so if you stub your toe, no, other way around. If you get a headache,
Yes.
stub your toe so it distracts you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then your headache will be gone temporarily. It reminds me of my mom shouting at me as a child when I was crying. She would say, "If you don't quit crying, I'll give you something to cry about." FYI, I was usually crying because I fell down the stairs or I fell off my bike and skinned my knees. So it was like a no pain tolerance household, though. My mom's like,
Tough
"You're
love.
falling down the stairs again?
Yeah.
Quit crying. I'll give you something to cry about." Like,
Tough love.
yeah.
For
So
sure.
it's like, I'm not going to cry about falling down the stairs anymore, or
Yeah.
else she's going to hit me, and then I'm going to be crying because I'm hit.
Hey, you know what? I kind of like that philosophy. I think you need to skin your knees as a kid.
Okay.
I'm not going to purposely skin my child's knees, but I think
Yes.
if they skin their knees, it's like, it's okay. Get up, you know?
Yeah.
Stop crying.
Stop crying.
Yeah.
Okay.
With a bit of compassion.
All right. So I imagine, because there's two groups of parents, at least among my friends.
Yeah.
My friend's mom was like, "Oh, you skin your knees? Come inside. I'll give you a hug and hot cocoa." So I asked my mom,
wow.
"Where's my hug and hot cocoa?" She's like, "I have 5 kids. I couldn't sit around and listen to all 5 of you cry all day." Oof. That's right.
Does your mum talk like she's on Jerry Springer, like you?
No, she has a very sweet face,
Aw.
so nobody ever suspects that
I'm sure
she
she's
has
really
no
sweet.
tolerance.
I'm sure she's sweet. I reckon Melissa's a bit salty, maybe. So she's
Maybe a little salty.
Mrs. Peterson. I'm sure you're lovely.
Still waiting for my hug and hot cocoa, but
Yeah.
it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
So these are very specific situations.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Right. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, at least for the crying part, boy who cried wolf. That's what I think of. You know, if
Yeah.
you're always screaming and crying and carrying on, how am I supposed to distinguish your 일반 screaming from your 일일구 screaming?
Oh.
You know, I can't.
There's a very different screams.
Right? Save your screams,
Wait,
kids.
what is an 일반 scream?
Just, like playground.
놀라서.
Like, yes.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
"Ah,
Okay.
tag, you're it. Ah!
Yeah.
Versus, like you're being kidnapped, killed, bleeding to death.
Okay.
Ah!
A
That, like,
119 scream.
Yes.
Genuine 비명이라고 하나요? You know,
Yes.
like a proper scream of terror.
Yes. Yes. You got to save those screams.
Okay.
You didn't have any like screaming, crying rules.
You don't
in
want to
your
end up
house.
like 양치기 소년, right? So, which is the boy who cried wolf.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So you didn't have these kind of rules at your house.
My house wasn't really a screaming household.
Okay.
I think it was more of a kind of like,
More
maybe-
silent judgment.
there was a bit of screaming
Okay.
when we were young. But as we
Okay.
got older, I don't like loud noises.
Yes.
I don't think anyone likes loud noises.
That's
Was your
true.
house a screamy house?
Absolutely not.
5 kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are not allowed to scream. I wasn't allowed to cry when I fell down the stairs. You think I'm
that's
allowed to
true.
scream?
Yeah.
No.
What
no.
were you allowed to do?
Well, we were kind of like latchkey kids, so I would say a lot.
Okay.
Unlimited TV, unlimited snacks.
Really?
Studying, optional.
Really?
Yeah.
But no screaming.
But no screaming.
And okay, no hurting yourself.
No, well,
no
if you
complaining.
hurt yourself, don't cry about it.
Okay.
Those are the rules.
All right.
But anyway, back to advice. If you are having I want to scream and cry day, here's an advice for people having a bad day. First of all, don't worry about it. Just put on sunglasses.
Okay.
Because
why?
now you're having a bad evening. Da-da-da, get it? Like, make the day pass faster. Having a bad day, wear sunglasses. Now you're having a bad evening.
Wait, I don't get it. What do you mean? Oh,
Because
it's darker?
it's darker.
Oh, it's
It's
darker.
like the day has passed quickly.
Oh my! I think
so
this
just wear sunglasses.
this takes the cake as the worst advice. I'd rather have a paper cut on my thumbs.
Oh, we should try this out. Okay. All right. So, how about this? This is a more serious problem.
Okay.
Very practical.
Which means
for
it's not
most
serious
people.
at all. So let's
Okay.
listen.
Well, how do you feel about hiccups or dalgukje, Nick? How do you feel?
I do not like them.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had them in several years.
Really?
I don't remember having them recently.
Do you drink carbonated beverages like the tansan drinks, the
식당에 가면,
sparkling?
If I go to a food place or a restaurant, I'll have like a cola or something.
Mm-hmm.
But at home, I generally don't. So I don't often have the hiccups.
And drinking that stuff doesn't give you any kind of
it
hiccups.
makes me burp, not hiccup.
Oh, really? See, every time I drink the first sip, I get hiccups.
Really?
Yes, it's like 1 or 2, and then it's done.
So how do you cure these hiccups?
Okay, well, here is bad advice that allegedly works. I don't know. I've heard this,
Okay.
variations of this many times in Korea. So
Okay.
listeners, help us out. Let me know what is the same and different about this. Take a deep breath and drink water from the opposite side of the glass. I don't know why. Leaning forward and drinking upside down.
Wait, you are upside down?
Right. I feel like the directions here are not really specific. I imagine myself hanging from the monkey
yeah.
bars and then drinking water, which is just going
going over
to
your
get all over.
face.
But in Korea, I've seen people show me like you're supposed to hunch over, like lean over and drink water. But here they're saying from the opposite side of the glass. So I imagine.
What difference does that mean? What difference does that make?
Is it a mental thing? Like switch the glass around and mentally my hiccups are, I don't know.
Yeah, under a
I don't
full
know.
moon, only when it's 7 degrees Celsius.
Yeah. Oh, see,
thing.
now we're being specific.
You know-
That's how to get the job done.
The way I was always told to cure hiccups was you can't do it yourself. You have to have somebody to realize, and then when you're not suspecting it, drop a pair of keys down your back because it shocks you.
The
너무
cold
놀라가지고
shock.
이 딸꾹질이면 멈춰요.
Okay. We had a variation of this when I was in middle school. If somebody was hiccuping in class and they couldn't stop, the teacher would stop the class. And for example, if it was you hiccuping, Nick, she would stop the class. She'd say, okay, everybody be quiet. Everybody be quiet. Okay, Nick, come to the front of the class. Everybody be quiet. Nick has to hiccup. Everybody be quiet and listen to Nick hiccup. Okay, Nick, hiccup right now.
No, Miss Peterson, I can't.
Hurry up. Everybody's waiting, Nick. Come on. And then you're cured because you're so shocked that the teacher has just stopped class, brought you to the front, called you out.
I'm pretty sure that's a kind of abuse.
It works, though. Nobody ever hiccuped after they were called to the front and told, okay, hiccup for the class, people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, this is very complicated advice about drinking, opposite side of the glass, upside down, deep breath.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, you know what? It's iffy. I think there has to be a line. Some bad advice can be good. I think there should always be a line. 적당히 해야 하죠. 선을 넘으면 안 되는 거죠. Don't cross the line. Use a bit of wit. Use your phone with a white picture of the sun, but maybe don't cut your fingers.
Maybe.
Depending
on how desperate you are. I mean, so here's another one for the dalgukjil. People say works. I never heard of this before.
Okay.
Eat a spoonful of sugar. And if that doesn't help, take another spoonful of sugar. I mean, Mary Poppins said it helps the medicine go down, but apparently it helps the hiccups too.
A spoonful of sugar. If it works, that would be great. I know a lot of parents try not to give their kids sugar. A spoonful of it is a lot of sugar.
Yes.
It could cause some hyperactivity.
Well, but I mean, what do you want? You want hiccups or you want hyper?
Well, if it's my kids, I'd
Choose
rather
one.
have them hiccuping, I think.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the story I heard where a woman, it was a woman or a man, but they hiccuped and they never stopped.
Oh, I have heard of that. They
And
were
that
in like
scares me.
Guinness World Records.
Yeah, they haven't stopped hiccuping for decades, for years.
That would be so annoying.
I know.
Yes.
It sounds horrible.
I would rather have paper cuts.
I would
on
rather
all
have
my
that.
fingers.
I'd rather try any of these, methods. 민간요법이라고 할 수 있을 것 같은데, like a therapeutic homeopathy medicine.
Yes.
Like hanging upside down and things like that.
Eating a spoonful of peanut butter. That doesn't work, by the way.
It sounds good.
Yeah. People say to do that, but it doesn't work.
Before we wrap up, let's quickly do one more. This one is interesting. How do you get out of an awkward situation with somebody?
I love this one. If you're in an awkward situation, you want to get away from them, pretend to choke 주식시키다 on something and run away as if you're going to get water. Like
That is
and
extreme.
then run away.
You could just say 좀 바빠서 이만 가보겠습니다. But no, don't say I'm busy.
No. Pretend to choke.
Pretend to choke.
Okay, I've only ever done this because I was actually like legitimately coughing. So 기침을 많이 해서 말을 잊지 못하다. Like I was coughing so much I couldn't talk, I couldn't make sounds. So I hustled out of there. But I mean, if you're a convincing fake choker or fake cougher, this is your out. MBTI eyes, are you listening right now? Fake cough, fake choke. You can get out of every situation.
I don't know how I would even do that. All right, let's have a little role play. I'll be the extrovert. Hey, Melissa, I heard you had a great holiday. What are you doing? Tell me about your life. What's going on?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was a good holiday.
What did you get? I really want to know. It's so good to see you. Oh, are you okay? Okay. Get away from me.
Water,
Go.
water.
Go.
And that's how it's done.
Wow.
And that's how it's done.
That's actually pretty good. It
Right?
sounds like you've tried this several times.
See? Convincing.
Yeah.
Introverts, take some notes.
Yeah.
How to get out of a uncomfortable situation. 주식시키다.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or 기침을 많이 해야 돼요.
I'm very grateful that you've never done this
No.
while I've talked to you. I know we've run into each other, I think just once on the beach.
Yes.
Remember? They're like that time?
There was another event after an event we had previously.
Yeah.
We also
Yeah.
had some small talk,
Yeah.
right? And I didn't pretend to choke and run away.
Melissa, I've got to go. Sorry, so nice to meet you, Melissa. See you next week. Bye-bye.
But it doesn't work on me because I know the tricks.
Darn it.
I taught you the tricks.
I need to work on my 연기, on my acting.
Yeah, you need to call David. Practice.
Hey, you saying he's better at acting than me?
No, I meant call him so you can practice your choking.
I'm off. See you next week, Melissa. Bye-bye. All right, everyone, we're going to wrap up the show here. It's been great. I'll see you tomorrow in the bigger studio. Hopefully, you'll be pleased with that too. Have a great evening, everybody, and I'll catch you tomorrow.
BEFM